you're in a system that was very much, it's kind of like a system that I was in. It's where you are promised X and the company delivers Y. And I was in a system like that. And there's one guy, he's a friend of both John and myself, who was beating the system. He was doing so much better than the average person. And what I did was I got on a plane and I went to his office and I parked myself there. I found the guy was more than open, and I wanted to see how this specific guy was there. And what I found is the truth was he was not following the system. And from the day that I stopped doing what the company said to do and started doing what he was doing, I made serious bucks. So the first piece of advice I would do is say, get on the plane and find out the people who are making money and say that they're doing the system, what are they really doing?
That is true across the board for any kind of business you're in. The copywriters that make it don't follow the rules a lot. We break a lot of rules. We know the rules, but we break them. And a lot of that comes from either real world experience or some mentoring. And what Harlan's talking about is almost forced mentoring. You just go, even if you only got a day or an afternoon, if you know what you're looking for from this guy, to just go. And most guys that are making money, in my experience, they are willing to take somebody, even if they're not willing to take you under the wing, they are willing to share some information because they don't get to talk about it with a lot of people. And everybody likes to talk. And part of being a good salesman is the whole thing of bonding. So if you don't understand bonding, you need to get hip on those chops. Just read Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. Bond with this guy. Harlan is great at that. He's a sneaky little bastard that knows how to get inside to just make it worth the guy's while. A lot of that comes from ego stuff, from the guy who says, you come to somebody and say, I know that you are the top in the biz. It's just amazing. I'm going to be in your town. If we could just have lunch and if I could just bleed your brain a little bit, I'd be very grateful. Or maybe you'll do something for him. You certainly pick up lunch. You do something. That would just be, if you want to stay in this business, that's a multi-million-dollar conversation you will have. What?
Very rare that you'll get a no.
In my experience, it's very rare. Yes.